Gopal was over 40 years old, but he had a lot of young friends. He joined them when they were playing cricket or mock battles. He joined them and helped them steal mangoes. The little children loved Gopal very much. They would often run through the streets doing small errands for people. As a reward, they would get small tidbits to eat. But all the children did not like the sweet seller. He was a cranky old man. He would shout at the children and chase them away when they offered to help him. On one or two occasions, he asked them to deliver something for him, but when the children came back to collect their reward, he just laughed and chased them away. When he was not around, the sweet seller made his son look after the shop. One day, the sweet seller had to order small clay pots to put the sweets in. He had ordered 20 pots and could not carry them himself. When he saw the children running about on the streets, he called out to them, "Hey, come here. I want you guys to go to the pot maker's shop and pick up 20 clay pots. I ordered them yesterday, so they should be ready." One of the children asked him, "If you do that, will you give us some sweets as a reward, uncle?" The sweet seller grunted, "Ah, we will see about that when you bring the pots. Now go and get them." The children ran to the pot maker's house and collected the pots. Some of them carried 2 pots and some carried 3. Careful not to break any, they returned to the sweet seller's shop. The sweet seller collected the pots and said, "Not bad. I do not think that a bunch of naughty children could bring the pots without breaking them." With that, he turned to walk back into his shop. One of the children called out, "Uncle, uncle, have you forgotten? You said that you would give some sweets as a reward. Can we have some sweets, please?" The sweet seller turned around with a wicked grin and said, Nah, I did not make any promise to you. I said we would see about that later. Later is much, much later. Ha ha ha." He laughed and went to his shop, ignoring the children who called out to him, "Uncle, uncle, please give us our reward, uncle." When they found that the sweet seller was not listening to them, they walked away very sad that they had been tricked by the sweet seller. On the way, they spotted their favorite uncle Gopal. When they told him what had happened, Gopal said to them, "Oh, don't worry, you will get your reward from the sweet seller." It was just after lunch, and at this time, the sweet seller would take a short rest. While he was sleeping, he would leave his son in charge of the shop. Gopal and the children waited till they were sure that the sweet seller was fast asleep. Then Gopal said to the children, "Wait here, and I will bring you sweets from the shop." The children hid behind a mango tree as Gopal approached the sweet seller's son. Without saying a word, Gopal just walked into the shop and began eating sweets. The sweet seller's son shouted, "Hey, you stop! You can't eat the sweets without paying for them." Gopal replied in a whisper, "Oh, don't worry, your dad knows me. My name is an ant. Tell your dad that an ant has come to see him." The sweet seller's son was confused, so he shouted, "Daddy, Daddy, an ant has come to see you." The sweet seller hated it when he was disturbed during his afternoon rest. He shouted, "Don't disturb me. If an ant has come, chase it away." The boy shouted, "But Daddy, an ant is eating our seeds. What should I do?" The sweet seller was furious. He shouted, "Listen, boy, if an ant is eating our sweets, chase it away or just ignore it. Stop disturbing me when I am resting. Can't you take care of an ant?" Gopal smiled and began picking up sweets and putting them in a mud pot. When he had enough sweets for all the children, he began to walk out of the shop without paying anything. The sweet seller's son became worried. "Daddy, Daddy, an ant is taking some of our sweets and is leaving the shop without paying. What should I do?" The sweet seller was really angry. He shouted, "That's it. If you call out to me one more time, I am going to come there and beat you up badly. If an ant is leaving our shop, why should you be worried? Let it go. How many sweets can an ant carry away? Now stay quiet." The sweetie seller's son quietly watched Gopal as he walked away from the shop with sweets for the children. The children danced around their favorite uncle Gopal, who had tricked the sweet seller, who had tricked them.